Hey guys, welcome back. Today's class is all about the core. So let's not tattle too long. Find your way onto your back and we'll get started. Roll let the hips land. Extend the legs, let the shoulders rest, and lift the right leg up towards the sky. Interlace the hands, except the index finger, reach them up above. Then if you want to, float the bottom leg to make it a little bit more intense. And as you exhale, bring the fingers and the hands to the outside of the right leg. As you inhale, open it up. As you exhale, squeeze it on the inside of the leg. Inhale, open it up, and then we'll switch the legs, left leg up, right leg extended, outside of the leg with the arms. Inhale, open it up. As you exhale, inside of the leg. Inhale, open it up. Switch the legs once again towards the outside of the leg. And that is how we go. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, inside of the leg. Inhale, open, switch the leg outside of the leg. Inhale, open up. Exhale, inside of the leg. Inhale, switch legs. Exhale, outside of right leg. Inhale, open. Exhale, inside. Inhale, open. Switch legs outside of the leg. Inhale, open. Exhale, inside. Inhale, open. Switch, exhale. Open in. Exhale, inside of the leg. Inhale, open up. Switch the legs. Exhale, outside. Inhale, open it up. Last one. Exhale, inside of the leg and release. Roll back down. Feel the belly, mostly the upper belly. We'll get to the lower part in a minute. If you want to, hug the knees into as a chest, and we'll softly keep going. Take a moment to rock side to side. And then cross the ankles, roll forwards and backwards. Plant the hands and find your way back to downward facing dog. Little stretch in the belly, little lengthening through the arms before we shift forwards into high plank pose. I always like to remind you guys that the mat is dirty, so press yourself away from there as much as you can. Legs are strong, bum and glutes are engaged. Arms are straight. And think about lifting the place in between the shoulder blades up towards the sky. As you suck the belly in, feel everything fire up. And we'll hold here. See if you can steady the breath. Stay beautifully still. You can use Ujjayi breath. If you need a little bit more heat in the body, you're welcome to use it. Let's drop the heels out towards the right, lift the left hand up towards the sky. Really squeeze it on the right side. Feel a little bit of the side of the core work. Keep driving the right heel of the hand down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch side, left hand down. Let the heels flow over towards the right, or towards the left. Open it up, and again, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift those hips up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hand back down, find plank pose, hold it once again. Really drive the heels of the hands down, grip the mat. And again, notice if you're sagging down like this, press yourself up and away for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And on 1, roll the hips up and back, downward facing dog. A little gentle release while we still stay strong in the shoulders. Press the fingertips down, press the knuckles down. Have the feet about hip width distance with the heels slightly wider than the toes, so you're a pigeon toed. Let's work a little bit more with the sides of the body as best as you can. Stay in downward facing dog, but bring the left foot towards the left wrist. You might have to shift forward just a little bit, tap it, step it back. And the right side, toes towards the wrist, step it back. And try to keep the legs as long as possible, and the arms as well. You can just, using the sides of the body, tap both sides. We'll do 4 on either side. So 2 more on the left, over towards the right, towards the left, tap it back, towards the right, step it back, downward facing dog. Shift forwards back into plank pose. We'll revisit it one more time. Strong through the arms. This time really focus on sucking the belly button in. Squeeze the glutes. Hollow body as they call it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down towards the mat. Relax the belly. Core has 2 sides. Lower back. Well, the back side of the body is part of it as well. So bring the hands beside the hips. We'll set up for locust pose. Float the knees off, float the legs off, peel the chest up, squeeze the shoulders towards one another, lift the arms up. If you want to, you can suck the belly button in. Maybe you notice a slight rocking forwards and backwards with the breath. Stay lifted. Keep lifting the chest as high as you can. Float it up. Lift the knees a little bit higher. Feel the glutes work. Everything on the back is engaged. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, back to plank pose, and then roll the hips up and back. Widen the feet a little bit, bend the knees, look forwards. Awakening, bend the knees. And step or jump feet to the outside of the hands. Active squat. So you exhale, stand up, hands to heart. Inhale, reach it up. Then exhale, sit back down. Plant the hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga back to plank pose. Knees and elbows down. Pull forwards into upward facing and roll backwards into downward. Facing dog. 1 more time. Bend the knees, look forwards. Feet to the outside of the hands. Active squat. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, reach the arms up, open through the front, and sit back down. Plant the hands, step or jump back. High plank. Knees and elbows down. Pull forwards, upward, facing, and roll back, downward, facing dog. Shift forward, plank pose once again, everyone's favorite. Tap the left knee towards the elbow. Step it back. Right side knee to elbow. Step it back. Left knee to right elbow. Step it back. Right knee to left elbow. Step it back. Left knee, left elbow. And back, right knee, right elbow. And back, left knee, right elbow. And back, right knee, left elbow. And back, drop the knees, swing the legs around. Let's focus a little bit more on the lower part of the core, as I promised you. So roll down, hips ground the shoulders, let the spine relax. Bring the heels in, and then float them up. See if you can ground the lower back, suck the belly button in, try to keep that contact with the earth as the toes float off as well. Just a centimeter, just an inch above the mat, and then reach them away. Keep the legs floating, keep the lower back in contact with the mat. Arms can stay soft. Reach them a little bit further away, and now all we have to do is hold it. All we have to do is just stay here. Keep the lower back grounded, most important part. Hold steady here. For another 10. 9. If you have it in you, reach the feet a little bit further away. Don't touch the floor. 7. 6. 5. Squeeze it in. Keep it grounded. I know my counting isn't quite even. For 4. 3. 2. 1. And release. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Rock side to side for a moment. Rock forwards and backwards just a little bit until you come all the way up towards the seat. Hug the arms around the knees. Inhale. Lift and lengthen up. And exhale at the forehead. Land. Take a brief moment to rest. And then release the arms. Swing the legs back around. Let's come to a kneeling position. Have the toes untucked for this one. Before we come into a little bit of relaxation for the core, a little bit of a stretch, let's fire it up one more time. Float the hips up. Now for this one, once again, think about flattening the lower back. Pretend that's the same one that we're doing just now. So the hips and the ribs squeeze together, arms across on the chest, and begin to lean backwards. And as you lean backwards, resist. Press the top of the feet down into the mat. A little bit of quadriceps work, but feel the core. Keep everything strong here. Keep leaning backwards and just hold it. For 10, 9, 8, 7. Go a little bit further. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lift yourself back up and let the hips land. Take the hands down behind you and press the hips up. Stretch it out a little bit. Open it up. And gently let the hips land. One more really nice stretch through the front. I know we didn't do a lot of back bends today, but camel pose is a beautiful option for us. So take your variation. You can have the toes tucked. Maybe the easier one, most accessible one right now is with the hands on the lower back. Think about lifting the heart upwards. Think about sending the pockets forwards. If you want to go further, you can always reach for the heels and open it up through the front side of the body. Breathe into the chest, expand. Take 3 more breaths. And then softly release, come out the same way. As you got into it, swing the legs around. And set up for a little bit of a twist. Bring the right knee in. Bring the foot to the other side, to the outside of the left foot. Now, before you go all the way into your twist, let's start with a little active one. Wrap the right arm around the knee. Reach the left arm behind you, and then reach the right arm forwards. Keep twisting. You can use the legs for a little bit of stability. Keep reaching behind you, keep twisting, but try to stay upright. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's shift towards the other side. Wrap the left arm around the knee, twist as far as you can. Then float the right arm up and back behind you. Left arm forwards. Once again, keep twisting, stay nice and tall. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's change sides. Bring the left knee in, extend the right leg. Set the foot over, and we'll go back towards the right. So, left arm around the knee, right arm goes back behind you once again, and the left arm reaches forwards. Open twist feels a little bit different. Again, think up, 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 and twist. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center. Take the left hand behind you for a moment. Right arm wraps around just to set yourself up. Left arm floats up. Right arm floats forward. Keep twisting. Think about bringing the chest towards the knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Extend the legs and roll onto your back one last time. Bring the right knee in. Set up for a soft twist. Now take the arms out into a T whilst you drag the knee across the body with the left hand. And then relax. You can let the head fall over towards the right to complete the twist. If that feels good, of course. Breathe into the right side body, expanded with every breath. And soften into the mat with every exhalation. Enjoy some of the city noises in the background. Come back through center and we'll change sides. Supta Matsyendrasana. Right leg is long, left knee comes in with the right hand. Drag the knee across as the left. Don't force anything too much. Just let gravity do the work. Let the head fall over towards the left if you fancy. Close the eyes if they're not already. And then roll back to center. Find your way into Shavasana. Let the feet fall outwards or inwards if that feels more natural to you. Arms beside the body, ideally. Palms facing upwards, just to reduce the sensation in the fingertips. You can come back to the Ujjayi breath. Slow everything down. You might want to try exhaling twice. There's a soft inhalation, an exhalation with a pause, and then another exhalation. Just to relax you and ground you. Thank you so much for coming. Today's class was a little bit faster, so you can squeeze it in, maybe in the morning before you start the day, maybe at the end, just before dinner. I wouldn't recommend doing it just before bed, although the breathing might be nice when you're trying to fall asleep. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I hope to see you in the next class. Namaste.